Okay, I just want to show you a little bit about how Audacity saves files, the file format, and the best way to share between share Audacity files between two users. So first of all, let me just make a quick Audacity project here. We have a recording, and then maybe we have a second recording, and there's like a third track here.
A second recording,
Okay.
and there's
All right. So now what I've done here is I've created an Audacity project. It has multiple tracks, and maybe I've edited them a little bit, and maybe I've applied some effects to them, something like that. So now it's got all sorts of information in it. You have a file folder, and you have a bunch of tracks and things that have been done to them, and they're organized in a certain way. So when Audacity saves this file, look what happens. You might have noticed this, but it creates an AUP file here. I saved it to my desktop, and it also creates a data file that goes with it. If you look in the data file, it just has some short Audacity. This is how Audacity saves the track information. All right, so if I don't have that dummy data file in the right place, when I go to open a new file in Audacity, like let's say I go to open this dummy project, right? It looks like it's right there. I can open it, but then it says I can't find the data folder, so it needs that data file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull that data file right back out, and now that it's there, when I open, it will be able to find the tracks and bring them in. Okay, so yep, that's fine. Sometimes you might get that kind of error message, but anyway, so this is what happens. You have these two files. So when you share between people, you just need to make sure you're always sharing this and this. Here is one method that you can use. You can take these two files and you can create a zip file. It's by compressing it. Okay, you'll select what you want to compress. Those two files. It should just only be those two, and then you right-click and press compress. You can also do this in a Finder window or a folder window. So if I select those two, I press compress, and what's going to happen is it's going to make a zip file, and I'm immediately going to rename this so I can know what it's called. It'll always on Macs it'll always call it archive, but this will be called dummy.zip. Now I can send this file to whoever I want to. So if I had this, let's say I opened this and it was in a new folder. Right now, if I'm in this new folder, I can see that zip file. If I double click on it, it will recreate my old folders here. It creates a new folder, and then everything that was in the zip file is in that folder. Okay, I'm immediately going to delete this because I don't want to keep it anymore. Now I can open this project, I can edit it, I can save it, and then when I come back here, it's going to be just like this again. All right, it'll be a little bit different. Maybe I changed something, and then you can compress it again. All right, you don't lose any data when you do this, and you might want to label it with the date so someone can tell when you edited it last easily. And then you can send that back and forth by email. So when you're sending Audacity projects back and forth, or if you're saving it on a Dropbox file or something like that, make sure that you're always sending both of these things together, okay? And a good way to do it is to use zip files.